Hey guys, just want to do a quick channel update and a few things that are on the way. A couple videos back, I think it was my video on a hand fan. I kind of hinted at doing a video on basically some cordless tools and how they can assist a preparedness scenario. So that's one thing that'll be coming up. And also, I've got a Bible study series that's gonna start with salvation and kind of the existence of God. I know a lot of different subjects are going to be coming up on my channel, and that means a lot of different people, and somebody might show up for one certain video and somebody else for another video. So I know not everybody's going to like everything I post, and that's all right because it's my channel. But if you do, and if what I post helps in any way, that's why I'm doing this. That's why not only do I enjoy the preparedness, the outdoors type videos and doing that kind of thing, it's what I enjoy. A lot of it's basically a hobby. But my burden is for people and everything that pertains to life and godliness. Basically, we all value life, and not that I don't believe that life is one of the greatest things, but I believe that the soul, because it is life and it's eternal, and so I think it's more important to be able to focus on things that pertain to the status or the state of your soul. And so I'll be starting a series on salvation, and I'll have a lot of pre-videos to, well, not a lot, but a couple pre-videos to put up to preface the Bible studies, kind of put things into perspective, because there's so much information out there, there's so many different views, and I want to narrow things down. I want to be very clear and concise. And also I've got a few other what I'm going to go ahead and make different playlists for. So if you're new to my channel, please go to my playlists. I'm going to slowly be building on the playlists and adding some more. That'll be a good way to organize what kind of videos you're wanting to see. So that's kind of a few things. Also, last night, our city water treatment plant caught on fire, and I had went to the ER to visit a guy that was in there, a guy that goes to our church, and then on the way home, I was out of town. On the way home, my sister called, said the water treatment plant was on fire. So basically, store up some water. Well, what does that mean? She didn't know how bad. Nobody knew how bad. I went to the city website. They had made a statement to conserve water, and it's a extremely small real life scenario. Basically, they said conserve water. We don't know the extent of the damage. And then this morning we find out all the water that they're going to have, I don't know how long, is what's in the tower. And we we live in a town of about, I want to say there's about 9,000 people, but there's also a college that has about 9 or 10,000 students, and obviously not all of those live in Commerce, or do they live on campus, or some of them are online students or whatever. So there's still several thousand college students in town as well. So you're looking at thousands of people, and you've got one water tower. And so we didn't have to worry about drinking water because we've got drinking water stored up. Didn't have to worry about it. You hear the news, okay, I'm ready. The only thing, I only had a little bit of unpurified, just stored water to flush toilets with, just in case they do run out in the tower before they get it running again. And so basically we just filled the tub up for some extra water to flush the toilets with. So there's some security in prepping. There's logic to it. It's real life. It's not, people who prep are not all people who are worried about zombies. I kind of have a disdain for that ideology that people, that there are some out there that believe there are zombies or on this big kick about it. And but everyday life is bad enough for anybody to wish for something weird on a large scale to happen, whether that's zombies or some massive event that happens. We don't want these things to happen, but we want to be ready in case they do. So preparedness is something that's necessary. It's necessary. It's just a matter of time as far as when it is necessary. What is evident is that there will be some event in the future, whether it's war. War comes to every nation. No country has ever been without war for very long. And so there will be war. There will be attacks. There will be more terrorist attacks. Nothing will cease. The way things have always been for 6,000 years, it's going to still be that way. And so can we learn from 6,000 years of history? Can we say, okay, well, we need to be prepared because there will be a war? And if we also look at the history of our country, there's been a record of bubbles, the housing bubble, I think the .com bubble, a number of different things. I've heard a number of analysts say that it is there will be a crash. There absolutely will be a financial crash. And anything that happens on a large scale in this country will cause mayhem, havoc, societal collapse. There will be riots, anything large, anything big that happens. The power goes down, if the stock market crashes, if whatever it is, it's just people are not ready to handle things like this on a large scale. So no matter what happens, you're looking at a riot type event, and so you have to be ready. It's just a matter of time before 15 trillion worth of national debt catches up. People every day go bankrupt. They lose everything they have, or bad financial decisions eventually catch up. And if those are not corrected, they can destroy somebody's life. So how can a country have $15 trillion in debt and growing, and about 3 or 4 years ago it was growing at $58,000 a second? $58,000 a second of interest. And that was a number of years ago. So that's grown too. $58,000 a second. That cannot last. It absolutely cannot last. Whatever happens is planned. If you think that the bank owners, the bankers that own massive percents of the world's wealth, they own massive portions of countries, they own businesses, they own manufacturers, they own all of this stuff. Therefore they control it. They pump money into elections, they pump money into politicians, and therefore they control it. It's not stupid, it's not a giant conspiracy, crazy theory. It's real, it's reality. Outside money affects the United States election process. So how is it that other countries, just by sending money, or other people, individuals, can affect who becomes our president? Tell me that's not rigged. Tell me that's not set up. A lot of Republicans, conservatives have said for years that it's been rigged. It's a rigged system. Well, now a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters are saying that too. It's rigged. Hillary's campaign was not honest. The way the delegates work is rigged. It's just set up. And to think that the top information, I mean, the more power you have, the more information you have, the more you know, the more you're able to see the big picture of how things work, the more you can hire somebody to go figure something out, or hire an entire team of people to say, okay, what happens if we do this? What happens if we do that? So they know what they're doing. If there's a collapse, it's not an accident. It's planned. And it won't be forever. A lot of people are talking about or prepping with sustainability in mind as far as long term. None of this will be necessarily long term. I don't know what our gross national product is, but it's huge. It's huge. And that means money through taxes, tariffs, fees, whatever, is pouring into the hands of those that are in control. So if they were to destroy the country and just set us back into the 1800s, a large death toll, not just to people, but to businesses, to the economy, then what is America? What does it gain for them? What does it profit them? Anything that would profit them would be temporary. Some way to stagnate the economy and make it sink long enough to change things the way they want it. Change the laws, change the system of government. I don't think that's impractical, and I don't think that's crazy. to believe that. So, you know, there's only so much we can do, but we need to do what we can. I think it's just realistic. The scripture says that a wise man seeth trouble afar and hideth himself. Or he seeth trouble coming from afar and hideth himself. So it's not impractical to prepare. It's not having faith. I know a lot of Christians will say, well, you don't have faith in God if you're trying to be prepared. Yeah, you do actually. You have to always have faith because no matter what you do, things can always go wrong. You've got to be able to trust somebody. You've got to be able to know that no matter what man has done, there's always been an instance where the best he has done has failed. And so there's never a moment when I stop trusting in God. However, I know that God gave me a brain, and I know I need to use it to the best of my ability. And I've never felt that whatever I do diminishes my faith. And so it's not crazy to prep, to be prepared. Isn't that the Boy Scout motto? Always be prepared. So let's be prepared, and look forward to some more videos coming up on my channel. A couple of different playlists and some series going on. I hope y'all will join me. Appreciate your views, your subscriptions. God bless you. See you later.